WRSR, Owasso, Flint. The following program has been pre-recorded and is paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc. Welcome to Discover Flint Township, a program showcasing our local community. Flint Township is ready for your next move. And now, your host, Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, Tracey Tucker.
I'm Tracey Tucker, and this is Discover Flint Township, brought to you by Flint Township Economic Development Authorities, HAP Financial Plus Credit Union, Shea Automotive Group, and 103.9 The Fox. This morning, we have our special guest from Shea, who is McKenzie Miller. If you haven't been listening in, you'll get to meet her today. But you also brought a special guest with you today, right?
I sure did, yes. We have Dom from the Flint Firebirds with us today. How are you, Dom?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. We are sponsors of the Flint Firebirds. We love going to their games. We have our logo everywhere. We have a truck out there every game. And I know we do have Whaley's Night actually coming up, right? Yes,
March 19th. We're currently getting ready for it right now. Shea Automotive is the sponsor of it, so thank you.
Yes, we're super excited. And we're giving away superhero capes, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
I believe so. I'm waiting on the confirmation for that one.
Yes. So I think we're giving away capes to everybody for Hero Night in honor of Whaley's. Mm-hmm. But tell us a little bit about how the Firebirds are doing this season. I know you guys have had a few postponed games, but just tell us a little bit about how you guys are doing this season.
Well, thank you for not using the word canceled.
Yes.
Postponed is the word corrected for everyone. But the Firebirds are off to a great start. Currently, we're on a 9-game point streak in our last 16 games.
Wow.
We've had a point in our last 16 games at least, whether that being overtime, shootout win, shootout loss, or just a win in regulation. They're first place in the Western Conference right now. I think they're up by 3 points. We're 3 points behind for first place in the whole Ontario Hockey League, which is super exciting. We've already exceeded the points from the 1920 season. So everything's going really well. Our first-round draft pick from the New York Rangers, Brendan Othman, he's second in the league in goals and sixth in the league in points. So
that's amazing.
So Flint's rolling
awesome.
Flint's rolling right now.
Yeah, doing really well.
Yeah.
We're excited for the new year too, for this upcoming season as well. So I know with the postponed games, what does the schedule look like for that? Can we expect to go into all of April, maybe May?
So they've extended the regular season by 2 weeks.
Okay.
I believe I was just looking at it before I left. I did not write it down, but I believe our last game is April 16th, which is a Saturday.
Okay.
Playoffs
Easter weekend.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That's why
I didn't think about I didn't think about that either. But
that's why Tracy's around.
Easter weekend.
Okay, so now I love going to the games because there's always something exciting happening too. And you've obviously helped me out with a lot of my friends, and we got to have my friend's niece there and her birthday, and they do a lot of really cool things. It's if your birthday, you get to ride the Zamboni. They do birthday shout outs. It's super cute. But one thing that we saw when we were there was someone actually got proposed to. They got engaged that night, and it was so cute. They were playing a shootout game, but you were right there in the truck, in the Shea truck actually. So tell us about it from your point of view.
To start, I was trying not to say anything or just give it away. I was smiling ear to ear. Obviously, it was a ton of excitement. I've never been a part of something like that at a Firebirds game itself. So seeing it firsthand was incredible.
Now, so he knew about it obviously, and he told you. So was his plan to lose the shootout game because he kind of played really bad, or was that just
that is yet to be told. I didn't ask him at that moment. I figured I'd give them their time in the back of the truck.
Or maybe he was just so nervous for the proposal he was just not doing very well. But she was actually aiming, and she made it twice.
Yeah, she made it more than him. Let's say that.
Yeah, she did. And then she ended up winning big that night anyway. So
and had a bigger surprise after.
It was so sweet. And then you guys had another pause. Pucks for Paws?
Yep, Pucks for Paws, where everyone could bring in their dogs to the game. If you
that's neat.
A donation for the Genesee County Humane Society. So if you brought in, I don't know, let's say a dog toy or cat toys, you got a free dog ticket and a discounted ticket for your own self.
Yeah, so. You guys do a lot of different charity events there, which is amazing. So Dom, is there anything else coming up with Flint Firebirds? Any special events happening?
On March 12th, we have our Teacher Appreciation Night.
Okay.
So it's coined as Teacher Appreciation Night, but we're all educational professionals could receive a free ticket to come to the game, courtesy of PFCU, the sponsor for that night. We'll have a bunch of prizes to give away to the teachers in attendance. So really, anyone that works for a school, if they show their ID badge, you'll get a free ticket at the box office window.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Yeah, we're excited for it. Last year, 2 years ago now, I don't believe that we were able to do it because the season happened to be canceled.
I know, and I think we've been trying to be sponsors of you guys for a couple years now, but we just have not been able to because you haven't really had a season.
Yeah, it was a long 16-month hiatus.
yeah, it was long. It was a long process for us re-signing contracts over and over again, but we finally got it, and we're happy to be a part of the team. I know it's a little bit close to home for me because I used to go to all of the Flint Generals games with my grandparents. I know, Tracey, you said that you used to go all the time as well.
Yeah, we were season ticket holders. We were part of the boosters. Our kids went there. We did the Chuck-a-Puck.
Still a thing.
Chuck-a-Puck is still a thing. Yes, I love Chuck-a-Puck. My grandpa would buy ton of them for my brother and I. We would just throw them. Never won anything.
I know, we never did either.
But still, we tried. We thought we were going to win for sure.
It was a lot of fun, though. I mean, local hockey is just so much fun for everybody, and you get the kids involved. I know my son had his little jersey, and ended up playing hockey when he was older.
Aww.
My daughter had a little jersey. I mean, they were huge fans of Brett McDonald was back then, and just some of the guys were so fantastic, and then you'd see them go into other leagues and get to see them move up, and it was a lot of fun.
The only one that I remember is Bobby Reynolds. Do you know Bobby Reynolds?
I do.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
I do know him quite well.
The Generals.
Yeah, from the Generals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby Reynolds. That was, I think my mom had a crush on him. So I was like,
The cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, oh yeah, I know Bobby. I didn't know him. I think I met him a couple times, but I didn't know him personally. I was 8 or whatever, but that's I remember Bobby Reynolds for that reason only.
I know, I saw one of the guys, was it Ryan Knopf? I think was his last name.
Lauren Knopf.
Lauren. And I saw him not too long ago, and it was so weird to see him outside of that venue. He's doing construction, so I had seen him when he was coming in to pull a permit at the Township. So I'm like, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, what are these guys doing now?
Times.
What are these guys doing now from the Flint Generals?
I play men's league with at least 3 of them. So.
You do?
Yeah.
Who? Bobby
Jim
Reynolds?
Duhart. No, not Bobby Reynolds.
Jim Duhart?
Lauren Knopf, and Keith Whitmore.
Oh my gosh, Duhart. I remember when the announcer would go, Duhart. And I loved that.
Right.
Yeah, they were just at our Flint Generals game this past weekend.
Are they going to be there? Oh, yes, they were.
Yes, they were. They were at it because they're still in the area. What I'm trying to think, because I think there were so many of them that stayed in the area, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
and if I remember right, back when we were going to these years ago, and that group was there, Lauren Knopf and Brett McDonald, and there was a ton of good guys there at that time. And one of the guys that was the goalie, I think, was from Belarus, and he ended up playing in the Olympics for Belarus. And I'm trying to remember what his name was, but that was kind of cool to see that connection. Are the guys on your team right now, are they all from Michigan, or are they from all over?
We have one player that's from Michigan, Gavin Hayes. He is NHL draft prospect for this upcoming draft, so that's exciting.
Nice.
But primarily, all of them are from Ontario. We have 2 kids, Simone Slavicek. He is from Czech Republic, I believe.
Awesome.
And then Dmitry Kuzmin, he is from Belarus.
That's cool.
So,
there you go.
Belarus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Big hockey area, I guess, right?
A little all over the place.
And now you've had a few people actually be drafted or transferred to another hockey team, correct?
Yeah, so some of the bigger names that you might recognize now, let's say in the NHL, would be Alex Nadalkovic, who is now the Detroit Red Wings starting goaltender, I believe.
Nice.
He played in our first season, the 15-16 year. Ty Dellandrea, he was drafted by the Dallas Stars. He made his NHL debut last season. And I I strongly believe that Brendan Othman is on a fast track to the NHL. So
Wow.
I'll be seeing him in the next
Awesome.
couple of years as well.
So I like that the Flint Firebirds is a good starting spot for everyone to go to the NHL, obviously, as you just said.
Yep.
That's amazing. And I know you did just mention that a couple players were at the game this last weekend. Now, this last game was Flint Generals night, right?
Yeah.
And they had a meet and greet. So tell us a little bit about just a few details on that.
So there was a meet and greet in the Blue Line Club. We had a private event for season ticket holders prior. And then on the concourse level, we moved them down there where they could meet with the general public that was attending the games, sign autographs. The Firebirds wore Flint Generals jerseys that were live auctioned after the game. All the proceeds went to our foundation, which all goes back to the community. And yeah, surrounding around that, it was a fantastic night.
Oh, I love that. I love Flint Generals and I love the Firebirds now.
And I don't know if everybody knows about the Blue Line Club. I always thought that was really cool that they had that area up there. We'd go up there, get drinks, watch the game from up there. And I didn't even know it was still there.
Yeah,
it's been a long time since I've been there.
It's still there. There's two suites built up there. There's still that viewing area, ledge, I would say. And a full-service bar upstairs.
Yeah, we rented that suite one time for the Builders Association. And we rented that area up there, and I'm sure you probably still do that for corporate events. People can rent that out.
We do. We do, actually. Shea has an event coming up.
We do. March 30th, we have an event there.
There you go.
With our service team.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And they spoil me. I was there. I was at the suite last night's game, the Flint Generals night. I was at the suite there, so I brought some friends and some guests there, so it was a lot of fun. But Dom, tell them how they can access tickets, how they can purchase tickets, what website they need to go to, what the price is.
Yep, etix.com is where you can go to purchase tickets online or at the Dort Financial Center box office window during box office hours. Starting at $15.
There you go. Perfect. And I know, just to touch base briefly on Whaley's night, if they bring something, I think we talked about this, if they bring something, do they get a free ticket or?
So we're doing a hygiene drive.
There we go.
So before the game starting on March 15th, you can bring in your minimum of 3 hygiene products to receive a free ticket. Compliments of like Shea Automotive.
Shea Automotive Group.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Imagine that.
Wow, that's so weird.
And some other supporting sponsors. But they're looking for men and women's deodorant, conditioner, men and women's body wash, body lotion, hypoallergenic hygiene items. That's a big word for me. And African-American hair products.
Okay, now is this list found on Facebook or a website that they can go and look for this list?
So if you go on our website under our schedule, under promotional schedule, you'll see all of the products that we are collecting for that game.
Perfect. So if anyone needs to know what they're looking for, just go to the Firebirds website and they will, under promotional games.
Under schedule and then promotional schedule.
Got it. Not to be confused at all. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, John, for being here. This was fun, and I can't wait until we have our night together.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're going to be there for the Whaley?
Yep, Whaley's
You guys are
Superhero
helping
Night.
out?
Yep, we're sponsors of that night, and then we have a Shea event there for our employees on the 30th.
Nice.
Yeah, we're busy.
Well, thank you for coming in. Did you have something else you wanted to say? You look like you want to say something.
I believe I didn't do my job. I just completely breezed over it. The Firebirds are going to be wearing Spider-Man jerseys during that game.
How cool.
Which is pretty cool. I can't believe I just swung and missed
oh my
on that
gosh.
one. But they'll be worn during the game and then auction off following the game, and all the proceeds benefit Whaley Children's Center.
I love that.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
And that's why it's Heroes Night.
That's why it's Heroes Night. Thanks, Dom.
Yeah, so come and be a Shea
Good thing you
superhero.
pulled that together for us.
It's okay. This is a little nerve-wracking for the first time.
Right, exactly. So we're going to bring in our next guest here. We have an on from Ashley Home Stores, but I'm not sure what he's going to talk about today because he's got a couple of irons in the fire right now.
Maybe he's going to give
we're
away
gonna
some free furniture.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you just gave him a heart attack.
I know.
So.
To see his face just now. I don't think that was it.
But I want to thank Dom for coming out. That was nice to have you here today. And,
Thank
good luck with the season, and hope everybody shows up to be a hero.
Oh, yes. They better.
Whaley.
March 19th, 7 p.m.
There you go. Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.